Hello there, you're watching on television. This is State of Business. I am Pamutha Katukampala. We are now top stories. Prime Minister urges acceleration of development activities across the island. Anticipated electricity tariff will provide relief to the public, Subject Minister says. Welcome back, you're watching State of Business. Now, let's have a detailed look at today's stories. Prime Minister Dinesh Gunawardena urged all governors and district coordinating committee chairpersons to accelerate development activities across the island under the new budget provisions. This directive was issued at a discussion held at Temple Trees on the 19th of this month. The meeting focused on activities related to provincial councils and local government institutions on expediting projects proposed for implementation in 2024. The Prime Minister highlighted key areas including food security, fisheries, renewable energy and information technology. The Prime Minister also emphasized the importance of refraining from touching cooperative properties to prevent public frustration. He noted the significance of cooperative societies in the national program on milk production set to be implemented in 2024. The Prime Minister further emphasized the importance of implementing at least one development project for each Gram Ledari division. Provincial councils and members of parliament were urged to target the district development program under the main national development program based on budget allocations. The Prime Minister further emphasized the need for combining the financial provisions and income sources of dissolved local government bodies. Meanwhile, Minister of Power and Energy Kanchana Wijesekara announced that the anticipated revisions of the electricity bill in January is expected to bring relief to the public. The minister said this speaking at a press conference at the Presidential Media Centre on the 19th of this month. Minister Wijesekara emphasized that the VAT will not impact the amendment as the power sector, including materials used for power generation, is tax exempt. He said the proposed new electricity bill has been gazetted and the ministry is actively seeking input from various stakeholders. The submission period for comments and suggestions is open until January 3rd, aiming for an inclusive approach in shaping the future of the power sector. Minister Wijesekara highlighted the maximum capacity hydroelectricity generation and the recent positive change in weather conditions. The Ceylon Electricity Board reported increased rainfall in the last 2 months, with more expected in the next 2 weeks. The shift may lead to a revision in electricity tariffs, providing potential relief in January. In response to comparisons with the Indian solar power plants, Minister Wijesekara emphasized that India has the capability to manufacture its own solar panels. Now, in response to market shortages, the Sri Lankan government has greenlit the import of essential commodities including rice, maize and eggs following cabinet approval at their meeting on Monday. The Minister of Trade, Commerce and Food Security proposed the importation of 50,000 metric tons of GR11 rice similar to Kiri Samba by the private sector. This move aims to create competition between Kiri Samba and Samba rice, providing a price advantage to consumers. The Cabinet also sanctioned the importation of maize by the Sri Lanka State Trading Corporation. A shortage of raw material for poultry feed due to insufficient maize stocks in the open market prompted this decision. To address this gap temporarily, the Department of Animal Protection and Health granted a license to import 15,000 metric tons of maize. President Ranil Wickremesinghe's proposal to purchase the maize from registered foreign suppliers through the Sri Lanka State Trading Corporation was approved. Furthermore, the Cabinet approved the Minister of Trade, Commerce and Food Security's resolution to import 18 million eggs before December 31, 2023. The eggs are said to be imported from Indian farmers recommended by the Department of Animal Protection and Health. Earlier this year, following a cabinet approval in August, Sri Lanka imported 155 million eggs from Indian farmers. See you with more stories after this short commercial break. Welcome back, you're with State of Business. Now, the first group of workers selected for jobs in the agricultural sector in Israel has left the island. The initial batch of 30 individuals departed from Katonaika Airport for Israel on the night of the 18th of December. The Minister of Labour and Foreign Employment, Manusha Nanayakkara, handed over plane tickets to the first group at a ceremony held in International Migrants' Day. Minister Nanayakkara highlighted that, as per a bilateral agreement between Sri Lanka and Israel, labourers are being sent to work in the agricultural sector. He also disclosed that in the coming weeks, an additional 10,000 workers are set to be sent to Israel. Minister Nanayakkara also cautioned against giving money to middlemen for securing jobs in the Israeli agricultural sector. He assured that if any reports of money transactions surface, arrangements have been made with Israel to repatriate workers who have fallen victim to such practices. Furthermore, Minister Nanayakkara revealed that Israel has agreed to hire a substantial workforce of 20,000 for jobs in the construction sector in the future. This initiative aligns with efforts to strengthen bilateral cooperation and provide employment opportunities for Sri Lankan workers abroad. Meanwhile, a disaster early warning system has been officially introduced at a meeting chaired by President Ranil Wickremesinghe. The key players in this strategic initiative signed a memorandum of understanding at the President's office earlier. This effort involves the Disaster Management Centre, the Sri Lanka Telecommunication Regulatory Commission and major telephone service providers. The objective of this disaster early warning system is to fortify the existing mechanism, ensuring safety amidst various disasters, including those caused by weather and climate changes. The system leverages cutting-edge technology to deliver more effective early warnings through telephone communication networks. Specifically focusing on tsunami disasters, the system targets nearly 60,000 mobile and landline numbers in 14 districts identified as high-risk areas. It is designed to promptly issue an immediately early warning in the form of a distinctive ringtone notification accompanied by a siren sound. This will establish a more robust early warning mechanism for the public utilizing phone notifications featuring a siren sound, particularly effective during nighttime hours. The system's scope is anticipated to expand in the future, evolving into a comprehensive multi-disaster early warning mechanism. This expansion aims to include landslides and floods, further enhancing its utility and impact. Now, the Senior Advisor on National Security and Chief of Presidential Staff, Sagala Ratnayaka, recommended extending the implementation of the Wolbachia Special Dengue Control Project. This recommendation was made during a progress review meeting held at the Presidential Secretariat on the 18th of December. The meeting was presided over by the State Minister for Health, Sita Arambipola, and Chief of Presidential Staff, Sagala Ratnayaka. The initiative is proposed to be expanded to all health medical officers divisions in the Colombo and Gampaha districts. Ratnayaka emphasized the need to secure the support of the armed forces and the police for the expanded project. He also suggested assigning responsibilities to relevant government institutions to formally address dengue control. The meeting involved a comprehensive review of decisions made during discussions with the National Dengue Control Unit on December 5th and the current progress. The significant control achieved in the spread of dengue was attributed to various awareness and monitoring measures supported by the armed forces and the police. The meeting highlighted that the continued implementation of these programs in the upcoming weeks is expected to further enhance control. Central provincial health authorities engaging through Zoom technology brought attention to a rise in dengue cases in various locations. Recognizing the situation, a committee led by the Central Province Governor and Chief Secretary oversees all monitoring activities across health and medical officer divisions in the province. And that's it for tonight. For this and more, subscribe to our channel on YouTube and follow us on Facebook. Merry Christmas. We at our television send you wishes for a season full of happiness and warmth. Thanks for watching. Take care and good night.